G'day guys and welcome back to Doctor Who. This is Season 2, Episode 5. Previously on, we had that douchebag Conrad. Called Lucky Day, I believe was the episode. Yeah, it was all about conspiracy theories, an idiot kind of not proving anything was a conspiracy, but he was at least good enough to get inside of UNIT, but then he ended up in prison, and Mrs. Flood has released him, or helped him escape at the very least. So, I assume is going to be a pretty rare sort of human-based villain for the Doctor. You don't really get many of those. They're usually aliens of some kind, or the Master, or a Dalek, or a Cyberman, you know, the usual. So if Conrad is one of the big bads, it'll be a very human-based kind of thing. Still don't know what Mrs. Flood is planning. Obviously, she's going to be showing up pretty much every episode. So we're obviously going to get little bits and pieces. There's not many episodes left this season. I think there's only 8 episodes. And so we're up to episode 5, so there's not much left to go. So interested to see where they go with that. I should also kind of preface this video by saying I am a little bit under the weather. But while I am a little bit under the weather, I am also just coming off of recording my reactions to Andor season 7, episodes 7, 8, and 9. Very, very good episodes, very emotional. So this episode of Doctor Who is going to be a bit of a palate cleanser for me. So hopefully nothing too dark happens this episode, but with Doctor Who, you can never really tell. But yes, but before we get to this episode 5, just read some comments that I got from the last episode. And we will start with Diamond Fire, who says, definitely sounded like the Doctor, just not the side we've seen from Mr. Go Lucky in this era. LOL. Okay, what happened last episode? I'm assuming you mean Doctor's speech at the end of Conrad, where I said it doesn't really sound like the Doctor. I understand what you're saying as well. It does sound like the Doctor. We've definitely seen some Capaldi, some Tennant, and I can't speak to Classic Who at all because I haven't seen it. But we've definitely seen some moments where the Doctor has gotten dark. I was more referring to Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor in terms of just darkness. As you said, he's been Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky the last 2 seasons, so you don't really make him sound like that unless something's gone really freaking wrong. And then we will go with Rayman 2902, who says his speech does feel unlocked on Doctor-like, but Conrad kind of broke Ruby, so I think the Doctor is letting his darker side out because of that, and that's why I'm okay with it. Yeah, I mean, that speaks to what I was just saying. I was definitely okay with it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's just unusual for this Doctor to react that way. We'll go with PhilMaster07, who's responding to Rayman by saying, oh no, it's very Doctor-like. Finally, some darker tones to this Doctor. I mean, think about it. Think about what the Doctor did to the family of Blood. Was that Tennant's Doctor? Were they in Venice? Were they like vampires? Was that the family of Blood, or am I thinking about something else entirely? I don't really recall. But yeah, I mean, again, like I've been saying, it's good to see this Doctor actually have that kind of tone to him. Because, I mean, we had it with Tennant. Not so much Eccleston, but we had it a couple of times with David Tennant. Did we have any with Matt Smith? Matt Smith always kind of had that bumbly sort of happy-go-luckiness to him as well. I don't really recall there being many a dark time with him. Capaldi definitely had some moments. I can't speak to Jodie because I didn't really watch her episodes. But yeah, again, once more, good to see this Doctor just kind of have that moment. Then we'll end with Gareth Bundy, who says, "Your reactions are great, man. Glad to have found you. Keep it up." Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I love me some Doctor Who. It is one thing that I try to never miss out on every Saturday. 5 p.m. though is a little bit weird, but it is better than when the 60th anniversary specials came out, because they were like 5 a.m. And then, when was last season? They were pretty early as well, kind of. I can't really remember what time they came out. It wasn't 5 a.m., but they were definitely kind of early morning kind of thing. But yeah, so 5 p.m., I always try to catch it. I do love it. It's a great show. And, you know, if you like these reactions, that's phenomenal. Thank you very much. Keep these comments coming, guys. I really do appreciate it. It is a way for me to engage with the community a bit. I will read those comments out, read your theories and things like that out in the next video, and we can talk about it. Thank you very much. Now, let's get to Season 2, Episode 5, shall we?
Time ago, back in the village when I was a small boy, the fire was eating the forest. People running and screaming. But me, I ran to the river with my little cup to get water. They laughed at me. What are you doing? What I can.
What the hell?
Pour it on the fire. Suddenly, a blue box appeared in the sky.
I mean, are people actually seeing this, or is this just like helping tell the story to us?
I went over to thank him. Are you a farmer? I asked. No. I am the doctor. We shook hands, and that's how we met.
Red light.
Nice. Good. Great story. And you're sure that this doctor will come?
Yes. He always comes when needed.
The doctor! We need him now! It needs feeding!
It needs feeding? I thought that red light had something to do with the barber. It's like, you tell a good story, you're free to go? I guess not.
Barbershop? The TARDIS does your hair.
It does. It does. I don't go there for cuts. It's hard to explain.
It's a barbershop. Men talk in barbershops. Not much to explain.
2019, a great year.
Vindication!
Nah, that vindicated quickly.
My nan took me to India whenever she could, for the same reason. You say you're not human, but that's the most human thing ever, Doctor. Go on, then. Take as long as you need.
I mean, I would ask what's stopping her from going from Lagos to England. But she doesn't have a passport or anything, does she? Like, it's 2019. You could hide out in Lagos until 2025.
And that is why the tortoise has a cracked shell.
Omo!
Doctor,
Hey!
come in.
Doctor's in trouble. Doctor's in trouble. They're trapped in here.
You ruined the end now. Doctor, you haven't come in years.
And Stanley has slipped. Damp and misty outside, dusty in here.
It's not me.
It's
Your
the barber.
management. Welcome. I've
Hello
been expecting
there.
you. Welcome.
That's a lot of hair.
Oh yeah. Who's next?
The doctor.
Your hair.
Whoa.
We're running out of stories.
Guess not.
At his hair. Me. I've got this.
Does this guy feed off of hair? Is he one of the Pantheon?
Upon a time, a great musician, Yo-Yo Ma, was
You do have to tell stories.
collecting local music when he heard a shaman singing. Yo-Yo Ma said, "Stop, Wahoo, I have to write this down." He wrote a bit, then said, "Carry on." But the shaman sang a completely different song. Yo-Yo Ma said, "No, sing the first one." The shaman said, "I cannot." The first time, an antelope was in the distance.
It's on the screen again.
The song. The second time, clouds had gone, antelope disappeared. So the song changed.
They're watching the screen. Okay, so they can see it.
The drawings in the window are a visual interpretation of his story.
Cool, right?
Dalek, Cybermen, Weeping Angels.
You need to get to the cot for that to work. And they're all connected. The windows, chairs, his clippers. And you must tell a story, Doctor. You must feed it. It is always hungry.
What is it?
Abby. Every day she brings us food. We'd be lost without her.
Keeps them alive. To keep telling stories.
These are men I've known for years. Decades. They're like sons to me.
I came to get a trim for my child's naming ceremony. My wife. We've been married for less than a year.
I'm an athlete. Relay, 100 meters. Came to get a cut for the championship. Missed my team.
They came in for something important.
In hospital. Omo was lending me money for her medicine. Wanted a fresh cut to see her.
There's someone waiting for me too, Doctor.
It's the stories.
So, whose story will enchant us now? Huh?
I don't have any.
You don't have to say anything. I'll speak.
Doctor's got plenty of stories.
All night, she guarded that frail life, sacrificing her own joy.
What are they feeding?
We're speeding up.
Fighting her tiredness.
Are they feeding the ship?
2 weeks later, Belinda was leaving work.
Hi, Belinda.
Oh, Mrs. Flood, you fuck.
Be silly, I'll be there around 7. Love you. It's you. Up on your feet. Wow.
I know what you did for me. The doctors took over, but you saved my life. Thank you.
The doctors probably wouldn't have even fucking noticed if she hadn't said something.
His stories alone can superpower the engine. You see? Look how much his hair has grown. You cannot just go now.
Too late. Where are they?
You planned this, Omo.
I have to get these men home.
Yeah, because I have no home at work. I'm expendable.
The families need them.
And I have none, so I don't matter.
Doctor, you have stories. That's all I was thinking.
I love this shop. I loved you, Omo.
I thought it was a home for me. I was safe.
You need to help these people. But it you know, it's more people just letting him down. Huh?
Open the door and go.
We can't.
You can.
There's nowhere to go.
I opened it from the outside.
It's different from inside.
Just not!
Talk to me. Never again. I trusted you with both of my hearts, with everything that I am. How could you?
Doesn't matter. If we focus that, none of us is going to have
got it.
In space? Is it a robot? It's a spider. What the fuck?
And we're traveling on a spider.
Wait, you saw the beast? Impossible, but true. A spider that's their control.
Where are we going? You'll find out soon enough.
Damn.
What is that? It took you long enough.
And who is that?
I'm still figuring that one out. All he has done is stomp around giving people awful haircuts. and they are all scared of him. He hides his identity like a coward, a troll on the web. Don't be scared. We will live here. There is nothing that he can do. He has no real power.
The Doctor kind of had that false bravado thing.
Anansi, the man spider. Saga, the Norse goddess. Bastet, Dionysus.
All those gods. You sure?
Yes. Why are you laughing?
It's a lot of titles.
He's lying to you. He's lying. I met Dionysus. We drank so much wine we caused a drought in Athens. Saga and I watched Marvel movies up until Endgame. She didn't like Thor, muscles were too small. I played chess with Bastet. I let her think that she let me let her win. She kicked my ass thoroughly. And Anansi, he lost a bet to make me marry one of his daughters. I know the gods.
Don't let him get to you.
Who are you?
I was the one behind them all.
My name is Jeff.
It was me.
Your name is what? Your name is who?
And the Nexus?
He built that too.
I wanted something like the brain, flexible, strong, that could expand and make connections between ideas.
Start cutting the man's hair.
I took a strand on their god's blood and essence and built a model, a web-like structure, and they expanded to what you saw now, plus connecting concepts.
Ah, yes. The webs we weave.
Yeah, stop moving.
The engine burned too much energy holding us together when he forced the door open. Typical Doctor. Irresponsible.
I have never. Wait. That's it. Abby, the daughter of Anansi. I'm sorry. I couldn't take you with me.
I was a fugitive back then. And Nancy was wrong to offer that bet. And frankly, darling, I was busy in a different story that might be finished one.
Yeah, this Doctor.
Where are we going?
To the heart of the Nexus.
To do what?
To install the shop there. And make him storyteller supreme. A trustworthy and careful God.
That is what he's told you. That he's going to become everything that he hates and despises. And you believe him?
He would not lie to me.
I'm calling bullshit.
I need a story now.
I know vengeance, and I can taste his
It is bio-black and bitter. You are planning something. What? Oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm trapped here. Tell me. Tell me!
To cut them out of memory!
Get rid of them all?
As in kill. Die. Dead as a doornail. Done. All the gods gone.
That would destroy your father.
This is my gift to you, Abena. Remember what he did to you? Betting you his own child.
Humans are tied to the...
All human history.
Hurt people. Hurt people. Your father hurt you. The difference between good and evil is what we do with that pain.
Enough. Put him in the chair. With pleasure. Rashid, come. No,
I promise I will get you home. I will get you home. We do not want to do this.
Hold him down. Hold him down. Hold him down. Sorry. Hold him down.
Stop.
Of course, that one guy didn't even hesitate.
Slaves were not allowed to carry paper. They were always stopped and searched. But the women were very clever. They could make their hair into many shapes and patterns. And in one style, hair could be braided to the scalp, bending and curling like roads or paths. So the women would weave maps into their hair and pass
Maps, huh?
mothers to daughters, slave to slave, plantation to plantation.
The slave masters never checked their hair, so they shared routes like this and escaped.
Yeah, freedom.
Exactly. There. All done. And battery levels are good.
It's a very smart idea.
Took you long enough.
He's trying to concentrate.
He's got a map in his hair.
Abena, give me the map to freedom.
Stop.
Gotta read my hair.
The story ended.
Gross. Is it Alan again? Ah, it's like a mushroom.
You have done nothing. Nothing. We are still on track. And then I will cut them off. All the gods, they will shrivel up and die.
You did all this to kill them.
Of course, ladies.
Isn't that what he just said? He's just... Yeah, it's revenge.
Hemi, baby, write me the shortest story you can. He wrote it in 6 words. Short as hell. Do you want to hear mine?
Don't you think he looks tired?
I'm born. I die. I'm born.
You've given me power. But how? I am not connected to you.
No, the engine is connected to me.
Yeah.
My stories. My...
You sat him down in the chair.
On. Let's do what we're doing. Just this once.
I'm a doctor. I'm a time When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die.
When people need help, I never refuse.
Definitely not the man I was.
My body is like a barbershop. All of
Literally all Matt Smith did in that montage was laugh.
let them out. You were once mortal. Their lives and their stories will end because of you.
Ah, cool.
The stroke is compressing. The corridor is now a straight line. Go.
You go. I will be right behind you. Yeah, Belinda, I will be right.
Able to talk him down, kind of?
There they are! Go, quick!
Fuck it, Spider.
I shouldn't have. I thought you could handle anything.
I can, because you look after me too.
But you're part of my community. I should have protected you. Huh? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I mean, from the Doctor's point of view, it was a bit of an overreaction on his part, I think. People who know the Doctor call on the Doctor for help all the time. This is just one of those things.
Let all this settle and continue. For me, I don't belong here. I don't even have a name for people to trust.
What is his name?
Adetokumba. My father's name. Thank you. I don't deserve this kindness.
So what will you do now?
Anything I want.
Yeah, she's finally free.
Did you see a child?
Child?
Yeah, a little girl.
I saw a spooky kid back there.
Maybe that was Benny?
But the stories were leaking out, getting mixed up.
Okay. Well, you have to tell me about Omo.
Ah, Omo. It's a long story. But, once upon a time.
Well, that was an interesting one. A bit of a short story, I guess. Let's go with that. I don't think we got his actual name, did we? Just the barber. He was trying to call himself like Loki and Dionysus and all of that, but obviously that was a lie. So the name we ended up with was what Omo called him at the end there. I think it was something like Adetokumbo or something. Yeah, it's an interesting one. What did they call it? A time-space compressor? Compressor was in the door frame that caused the barbershop to be in town and space at the same time. But we were traveling inside of a giant spider on a web in space on the way to somewhere. To get revenge on the gods, to kill all the gods, which would kill probably 7 billion people. Somehow. But, you know, it all comes down to like storytelling and things passed on to generation and things like that. I don't know how that would kill 7 billion people, but apparently that is a thing that would happen. Yeah, the story engine looked kind of cool. It was like a tree/mushroom that had a heart in the brain. But yeah, he said he created the gods. Well, at least created their stories that made them the gods. I don't know. Do you think it's connected to the Pantheon, or is it something else? Because I think the Pantheon are aliens from outside the universe that travel in. So I think some things like Loki and Dionysus are different than the Pantheon. So probably nothing to do with that. Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about. We saw Mrs. Flood very briefly in a flashback with Belinda. And I'm just trying to remember the first episode. I don't think the first episode was her Nan's birthday. So whatever story we saw that she was telling, I mean, Mrs. Flood was in the hospital for some reason. Maybe just checking out Belinda, or maybe there's something in the hospital. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. This is just one of those things where she just has to appear in every episode. This didn't really add much to the story as far as I could tell. She was just passing by, said hello to Belinda. Maybe Belinda might recognize her. Maybe. We didn't see like the doctor's reaction to Mrs. Flood showing up in that flashback, did we? Because it would have been on that screen where everyone else's story was being shown for everybody. But we didn't see the doctor's reaction to seeing Mrs. Flood at all. So, I don't know, man. So I'm still very confused by that. There's not many episodes left for this season either, for things to work themselves out. Again, I have to ask, this is 2019. Why could they not have stayed in 2019 to get to 2025? They could have just taken the long way around. I mean, the TARDIS doesn't just move through time, it moves through space, so it could have been easy enough to travel when things get to 2025 to travel to where you have to go. Like you're already there, kind of. But I think the Vindicator is getting them ever so closer to 2025. We are sort of moving forward through time. So next episode, man, who knows what year we could be in? Are we even going to be on Earth this time? Like, who knows, man? But yeah, like I said, not much to talk about this episode. This was just a random short story. We had a previous Doctor show up very briefly to help tell the story of a Benny and a Nancy. But like that was it. Nothing to further the actual overarching storyline. Nothing to it. So kind of disappointed with this episode. I'm not saying it's bad. Like it was fun. It was a very quick 40 whatever minutes it was. 45 minutes or something like that. Maybe 50 even. Not really sure. Very quick. I was into it. Trying to figure out the mystery of who the guy was. I couldn't figure it out early enough. They had to tell me who he was. That's neither here nor there. Like I said, kind of disappointing we didn't really further the overarching storyline, but not every episode is going to do that. But I would assume getting closer to the actual end, there would have been something there. Even with Mrs. Flood, but like I said, she just appeared in a flashback. I have no idea if that's got anything to do with the story or not. So, kind of disappointed with that. But that is it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you'll think about this episode in the comments section down below. I will read those comments out next video because I love to hear you guys' theories about what's going on, and we can talk about it. But that is it for the episode, guys. Join me next time for episode 6. But in the meantime, as usual, if you'll enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join me next time. And I'll see you there. Bye, guys.